Witteckers, welcome back to my YouTube channel. I hope you're all doing very well. I was planning on sitting down and filming this little video and telling you what has been happening over the last couple weeks while I've been out here in LA. And literally the view from outside my hotel right now, I assume there is a rehearsal going on for a wedding? Let me show you this. Like, this has literally just started happening as I've started filming. I think they're rehearsing for a wedding, which is so cute. There's the beautiful bride. Well, congratulations, guys. What a beautiful... Yeah, there's a little dog here. Really cute, and really amazing view. Wow. Congratulations, guys. Meanwhile, I'm here filming a YouTube video, but you know what? We celebrate everything going on in everyone's lives individually. So, hello, everyone. Welcome back. I have so much to tell you. Now, there has been a lot happening, and there is a lot happening still. It's currently 5 p.m., and literally in an hour, I'm going to shoot a podcast with Joshua David Evans. I have rented a podcast studio out in LA, and I've been filming in it for the last 2 weeks, and I have 1.5 more weeks of filming. I've been out in LA for a long time. It's been a lot. But I've been getting a lot done. I've been meeting a lot of creators. I've been doing a lot of filming. And I want to kind of touch upon all that. Oh my god, this wedding is so distracting and so beautiful. Anyways, so yeah, I'm doing the Joshua David Evans one in like an hour or so. And I don't necessarily want to say who I'm filming with because in terms of like my podcast, because I want this to be like a surprise, but just know that the plan is, I think next week, I'm going to upload them like Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. I think I have like 10 already. Of filming them, and I'm literally just gonna post them like boom, 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 boom. Like, I'm not gonna make you wait or anything. Like, they're literally just gonna be posted. I don't know if that's the smartest thing to do, but whatever. So I'm super excited to do that. Now, really quickly, before I start speaking about Jeff Wittek and Rosanna Pansino, they're two standout ones I want to talk about. I have to say that the reason I'm doing the podcast is because I'm announcing... I really shouldn't be saying this. This is not the announcement, but I'm announcing a couple shows, which I'm very excited for, and I went to Jeff's show last night, and it made me even more excited to do it. But basically, I know I haven't officially announced it yet, and again, I may get in trouble for saying this because I'm not really allowed to talk about it before the official announcement, but I've just been dying to tell people. Yeah, I'm doing a couple shows around the US, which is gonna be so just exciting. I can't necessarily say the cities right now, but they're 5 cities, and I don't even have the confirmation of the cities yet. I'm supposed to be getting them by the end of the day, and then the announcement is going to be coming very soon. But there are 5 major cities in the US, and I'm very excited, so stay tuned for that. And I wanted to do a podcast that would kind of simultaneously be announced at the same time as the couple shows. You know what I mean? It's either 4 or 5 shows. So anyways, let me talk about 2 things. I want to talk about Jeff Wittek, and I want to talk about Rosanna Pansino. So first, we're going to talk about Rosanna Pansino. So whenever I came out to LA, obviously you're aware of the lore with me and Rosanna. We had organized to film before I had came out on the trip. It wasn't going to be a case of Rosanna came to the studio I've rented and we're going to film a podcast there. It was more so I was going to Rosanna's house, and we were going to film there, and we did. I didn't know what we were going to film necessarily, and I'm pretty sure she told me the video's coming out tomorrow, as in Saturday, or maybe Sunday. So the video's coming on Rosanna's channel very soon, but basically, I did not know what to expect, and first of all, Rosanna's really one of the first creators that I had met. It was like day 3 of my trip or something like that, which is ages ago now. Rosanna's really one of the first creators I've met in a very long time. Like, I don't meet creators anymore, and she was so amazing. She was so kind. First of all, I didn't know where we were going to be filming. It was kind of her organizing everything, and it was at her house, and it was an honor to have been invited into her house in general, because people's space is people's space, and I was so excited to be there. It was her and her partner Mike, and they just were so kind to me, and they gave me a house tour, and obviously their house was beautiful. They were just really beautiful within themselves. Like, they were just really kind to me, and like, they just treated me very well, and I cannot thank them both enough. They showed me Rosanna's new studio, obviously where she's going to be filming her podcast. I thought we were going to film the podcast, if I'm being completely honest, but it turns out the studio isn't ready yet, which is something she told me. So she's like filming her podcast in like a couple weeks, I guess. And obviously I've already extended my trip enough that I don't think I could last any longer. Like, I'm literally out in LA for like almost an entire month. Like, I cannot do any longer. I want to get back to the dogs. So I didn't know what we were going to film. I knew we were filming, and so we ultimately decided, oh, I may as well put the photo of us in here. First of all, look at the goddamn size difference of us. Rosanna Pansino, the first thing, and obviously a lot of her content talks about where she'll like make reference to her size. I have never seen a smaller person in my entire life. Like, she literally came to like here, and I'm not tall. I'm not a tall person. I'm like, and what's so funny is whenever I met Jeff Wittek last night, which here's the photo for that, we'll get to that story in a second. I posted the photo with Jeff, and I'd also posted the photo with Rosanna. When I posted the photo with Rosanna, everyone was like, oh my God, Adam's a tall king. Adam's taller than I thought. And then I post the picture with Jeff, and everyone's like, wait, Adam's so much smaller in height than what we thought. So people don't know what to take me for when it comes to my height. I can confirm that I am like 5'7". Rosanna Pansino is literally just the smallest person I've ever met in my entire life. I could not get over it. She's just so pocket-sized. But anyways, let me finish the story. So I didn't know what we were gonna film, and obviously, after the house tour, I met her really sweet dog. She has a bunch of fucking Frenchies, and obviously, you know that I have my Frenchie Bonnie. So I saw her Frenchies, and I think one of them was called Coconut, who was a white Frenchie. Absolutely fell in love with that little diva. And the dogs were just really sweet, and I got to meet their mothers, who were living at the house as well. But anyways, we went into the studio, and again, I didn't know what we were going to film. I very quickly found out we were filming a video where Rosanna was asking me a bunch of questions, kind of like interview style, but more casual, and we were trying crumble cookies at the same time, which was really fun. So we were like eating, drinking, and we like had made mimosas. We were drinking mimosas, we were eating crumble cookies, which were all crazy, by the way, and just so American. Like, why do you mean like the cookies like this? And she was asking me questions, and we were having a conversation, and I don't know how much is going to make the video, but it got quite deep in places, so I don't know what's going to make it. I just, you know, they're in control of the edit. Now, what was crazy about the fact that I didn't know what we were filming, and I go in and we're trying crumble cookies, on day one of the trip, my tooth back here cracked, and it's almost like completely gone. I was chewing on ice, and it literally, it fucked my tooth. And so this entire trip, I have now had half of my tooth cut down the middle, so I can't wait to go to the dentist and get that sorted. But anyways, I've been really careful this entire trip, specifically whenever it's came to like, I haven't really been drinking Red Bulls, I haven't been, you know, I've been really careful with my sugar intake because I've been trying to protect my teeth so much, specifically since I literally cracked one of them, and that's never happened to me before. And I literally don't have I like have lost half my tooth, and it's like barely there anymore. So I've been really careful on the sugar and stuff, and it was just so ironic that I show up and we're eating the fucking sugariest cookies ever. I was like, damn, damn. And she was like, we don't have to do it, we can do a different video. And I was like, no, it's fine. I just immediately went, and she took me upstairs after the video, and she allowed me to like brush my teeth. She gave me like a new toothbrush and mouthwash and stuff, and I was like, I appreciate that. So we filmed the video, it was super fun. Her studio is so beautiful, very impressive. She was just really fun to film with as well. And we would kind of stop and talk in between filming, and she just was really fun to be around. And so sweet. And Mike as well, her partner, just so kind. They just had a great energy about them. And then after filming, I was expecting just to go home, but she basically said to me, she was like, if you want to like stick around and chat. And I was like, yeah, of course. And we just sat on her sofa, and we talked about a lot. We talked about things to do with YouTube, things to do with our careers, things to do outside of YouTube, future plans, all this. Like, it just was a really nice conversation, and she provided such a look into YouTube and things that I was talking about in a way that I hadn't heard before. And she was just very forthcoming with information and very forthcoming with talking, and again, she was just very easy to like she was very easy to get along with. So we did that filming, and I was there for a couple hours, and then I went home. And obviously in the days since, that was at the start of the trip, from the days since then to now, I've been filming these podcasts. I think I'm on podcast 5 maybe now, and I think I have like another 5 to go, I don't know. Basically like 1 a day, and then on one day I have like 3 in a day. Like, I've been trying to cram in as much as possible on this trip. Like, I was gonna say I don't come to LA a lot, but I was here a couple weeks ago, but I'm trying my best. Like, I came out here with 2 of my friends from Brighton. my other friend Kat came out, and obviously we were doing, you know, friend things, and so once they've left now, I've been really putting my best foot forward to kind of film as much as possible and all like this. But oh my god, can I be real with you guys? My social battery is gone. My social battery is gone. I filmed a podcast yesterday, and I was like blacking out during it. Like, I don't know, I was really blacking out during it. I'll just say I was filming with Lauren Gray, who I really love, and we both at the end of it were like, oh my god, that was so much, like, it honestly is probably my favorite episode that I filmed. It was so much fun. I love her so much. It was just so casual and not like this interview setup. It was so fun. I can't wait for you to see it. But after it, I was like, wow, I like blacked out during that. And I can't describe it. It was almost like the conversation was like flowing within me. Like, I was so used to just like talking and stuff. But anyways, I've woken up today and I am definitely kind of burnt out a little bit with my social battery. So whenever I get back to Brighton, I think I'm probably gonna kind of lay low for a bit. So don't worry, there's gonna be a shit ton of content that comes because I'm like stock filming right now, and you're gonna get a lot all at once. But I think once I get back to Brighton, I might take a couple days to like chill, because yeah, I haven't felt like this in a while, but I'm very kind of like socially exhausted. But I'm so grateful that I can say that, because I've had so many incredible opportunities. So that was Rosanna Pansino. Obviously I've been filming podcasts in between this, and then Jeff Wittek. So Jeff Wittek, let's talk about it. So it just so happened that Jeff was doing a show in LA at the time that I was out here, on the 3rd of October. He asked me what day it was, and I said it was the 3rd of October. And so I went to the show, and I had messaged him beforehand. Me and Jeff have never had any interactions. I asked him if he wanted to film on my podcast, and he messaged me back, honestly, very quickly, which I was surprised at, and was like, hey, like, I'm prepping for my show, like, I really don't have, you know, like, enough time for this. He was like, but I would love to have you on Jeff FM. And then ultimately we just kind of like segued the conversation into the tour. I let him know that I was going to the tour, and he, you know, was like, would love to meet you after it, which honestly I was just going to the show to see what it was like. Number one, because I really like Jeff, and if there's one thing you'll notice in my videos is I always defend Jeff Wittek. I really like him and think that he's been done so wrong on a lot of occasions, and I feel a sense of that I need to defend him, specifically whenever it comes to like the David Dobrik things. And obviously I used to rip the shit into Jeff during the Frenemies days, which, don't worry, he brought up. But I do feel a level of like defending him. And so I do like Jeff, so I was wanting to go for that angle. And then another angle was, obviously, because I know that I'm about to do shows in America in February. I think it is February, and I just wanted to go to kind of see, you know, what the crowd's like, what, you know, just kind of like feel it out. So I went to the show last night. It was in the Bourbon Room, and it was, first of all, the most beautiful venue. And the show, when I walked in, there was like Jeff FM, like the set was there, which I think was just such a great touch, and like the effort like really showed through. Anyways, first of all, shout out to the muckers that were there. It was so funny because any person that came up to me, and I knew that maybe there would be some muckers there last night because there's kind of a crossover audience. It's so funny because I went in and I sat at the bar, because there was a bar before you went in to get your seats, so you had to kind of, everyone was waiting in this communal area. I'm sorry, I'm just checking the time to make sure I'm not late for Joshua David Evans. I think I have another 30 minutes before I need to leave. So anyways, I'm sitting at the bar with everyone waiting to go in, and it was so funny. Someone came up to me and they were like, hey, I'm a mucker. I really didn't want to interrupt what you were doing. And I was like, what I'm doing? Like, I'm literally just sitting here drinking. Don't worry, like, there's nothing. And it was so funny because anytime I would go up to get to the bathroom or come back from the bathroom, that's when muckers would come up to me, and I was like, I think people thought I was maybe doing something more exciting than what I was, than just sitting at the bar. But it was really sweet that people didn't want to, they thought that they were disturbing me, which was not the case at all. And the people that I was speaking to were so lovely. And shout out to Angel, who sat with me at the end of the show before I was waiting to go meet Jeff. Just so sweet. And her friend Nancy, so sweet. But anyways, the show happens, and it was beautifully chaotic, I'll say that. It was very much so like a live podcast. There were a lot of guests there, like a lot of guests. I was actually surprised at how many were brought out. There's a little section where like Tana called in as well, which was really fun. The crowd loved that. The crowd loved Tana. It was a no recording, no photos show, and a lot of the stories that he were telling were very much so on that basis, so it'll be interesting to see whether or not they get leaked. His ability to storytell and kind of tell stories in a very casual but effective, I guess, way in terms of a live audience was really great. I was very much so surprised that it was his first show. And also, before I forget, when I met him at the end of the show, he was older than me. He was like, this isn't my first time in this venue. And I was like, when were you last here? And he was like, this is where we did the Vlog Squad roast. Do you remember the Vlog Squad roast? I literally said to him, I was like, OMG, I'm a part of history right now. And he was laughing. I was like, oh my god, I just forgot about that until now. Yeah, literally the Vlog Squad roast was in that room. Oh, I was fangirling. Who would not want to be in the room of that history? So yeah, the show was kind of this back and forth podcast style with him and his crew and the guests. And yeah, it was, I'll say, beautifully chaotic. It was very chaotic, but you know, it was their first show, which obviously comes with so much pressure. And honestly, I think with the set design and the run of the show and stuff, I think it was everything that I would expect from a YouTuber show, which is beautifully chaotic. I think he appeared very confident on stage. I think he worked really well with the crowd. Honestly, I think that it went so well, and I think that it was a really good show, and it was just really cool to be a part of a show where there were jokes being made about like internet lore, specifically with like small niches of like YouTubers, and like the crowd all get it. Like, it was super validating, like, to kind of be in that space. So it was super fun. Him and his friends did a great job. It just was a fun show. I didn't know what to expect, so my expectations were literally on the floor. And I went in, and yeah, specifically for a first show, very, very, very good. And then after the show, I had texted him and I went to go meet him, and it was him there, and he was so kind. He was so kind. The way he was speaking to me, like, just, I didn't expect him to be that kind to me, if I'm being honest, nor would I have expected it. He made a joke. He was like, I know you've been on my ass during the frenemies times, but I really appreciate that you know, always defend me and stuff. So I was like, damn, he's a mucker. I'm kidding. He introduced me to his entire team, and they were very, very, very sweet. His manager, I think, I can't remember her name, maybe Brittany, I think it was very, very, very on the ball with work, and just very great with people, and very kind. It just seems like he has a very good team behind him, and I guess I completely forget that YouTubers do have teams behind them, obviously, because I just do everything myself. But the team that he has behind him, they all seem very genuine, and they all seem very nice, and they were very, very, very nice to me. So I was talking back and forth with him, and he was really great to talk to. He was really fun. I told him that I'm gonna be doing shows, you know, very soon, and he was just being very supportive and giving like advice and tips and stuff, and I was asking him how he felt the show went, and he was just talking about it, and he just seemed like a very nice guy, honestly. And then we took photos, and so we have this main one right here, and then in this other one, he went to choke me because he was making a joke about like me making hate videos on him. But I was so drunk. I was so drunk by this stage, because this fucking bar, wherever we were at, you know, the theater, they had like drink minimums, and they were serving a lot and stuff, and they heavy pour. So by the end of the show when I met him, I was a little drunk, I'm gonna be honest. And so my reaction time is a little bit more delayed. So whenever he went to choke me for a photo, I'm still smiling in the photo because I didn't know what was going on. But yeah, he was a really nice guy. I think he seems very genuine, and his show went very well. The crowd really enjoyed it. Him and his team seem like they're doing a really great job. And it was just really funny having him be like, yeah, I remember when you were on my ass during the frenemies days. And I'm like, what? What are you talking about? And then also I want to get this to show you. So his team ended up giving me a little bit of merch whenever I left. And I was like, is this your way of trying to get me to like do a nice review? Oh my god, they are still doing the wedding prep outside. Oh my god. Damn, it's a long rehearsal. And they were like, what do you want? What do you want? I think it was his manager. And I was like, no, like I'm gonna buy everything myself, blah, blah. I was like, I just really wanna get one of the hats. They ended up sneaking one of the hats into my bag, and I really, really, really love it. I wonder if Jeff knows that they did this, and if they didn't, Jeff, I got one of your merch for free. This hat is really, really, really cute. I really like it. And yeah, it was really nice to see. Oh, and then his manager, like last minute, gave me, what the hell is this? Dry shampoo, Jeff's Barbershop, X Tana. Okay, Tana Mojo collab, I guess. They gave me that. They didn't have to give me anything. It was very sweet. I was just happy to be there. Again, was really nice just to be in an environment where the crowd are all people that know YouTube. I will say one thing. When I walked in, I didn't know what to expect, and I was actually very nervous in going to this, and I like almost didn't want to go, just on the basis that I quickly realized that like a lot of Jeff's audience might be people that don't like me. Kind of like the H3 fans that are like on my ass. Not all, I'm just generalizing here, but like the ones that really come for me, like it kind of seemed like that kind of crowd. Luckily didn't have any problems, and there were actually quite a few muckers there, but damn, I was very nervous going to that show because I didn't know what to expect with his audience. But everyone seemed to just have a really good time. Spirits were very high, vibes were really great, and yeah, I don't know this man, but very proud of him for what him and his team pulled off last night, and I can't thank him enough for being so nice to me. And to the other point with Rosanna as well, can't thank her enough for being so nice to me as well, and you know, Mike, her partner. I've just been having some really good experiences while I've been out here, and it's been a very nice trip. It's been very tiring, I will say that. There's been a lot of filming, there's been a lot of kind of work related things that I've been doing in terms of like meetings, final prep, filming podcasts, filming other people's stuff, you know, attending events and stuff. It's been amazing. I'm super fucking grateful. I can't believe I'm in LA, number one. I can't believe I'm in LA for as long as I am. But yeah, I can't wait to go home and, you know, hang with the dogs and sleep very soon. But just know that even though I'm not like uploading every day like how I normally do, I'm filming a lot of content that like in a week or so, like you will have so many videos per day again. I just can't multitask both right now because I'm already quite burnt out, if I'm being real. But I'm very grateful that I get to be burnt out because I'm honestly doing what I love, and I really appreciate you all for that and allowing me to be able to have these opportunities, and for the creators that have been reciprocative towards filming with me or hanging out with me. Like, damn, my life's cool, and the reason for that is the people that support me. So thank you so much, and I'm so grateful that I do feel tired right now, because ultimately I'm so tired because I'm doing something I fucking love doing, and I'm getting to do a lot of it right now. So thank you so much to everyone who has been giving me these opportunities, taking these opportunities, and for the muckers for allowing it to be a thing where I can even have them in the first place. I just wanted to do this little update video. There's a lot of really exciting things coming up. I'm very, very, very excited. I'm very grateful. I'm gonna go now to film with Josh. So I'm filming a podcast today. I'm filming 2 tomorrow. I'm filming 1 the next day. 1 the next day. Wait. Sorry, hold on. It's the 4th right now. I leave on the 10th. I'm filming 1 today. I'm filming 2 on the 5th. Another on the 6th. 1 on the 7th. 2 on the 8th. And then on the 9th, I'm filming with another creator for their channel. So it's a lot. It's a lot, but I'm super grateful. I'm super excited. Everything, like, no complaints. I had the most incredible time here with my friends. Celebrating my birthday out here was amazing, and I just feel so fucking, I honestly feel like the luckiest person ever. This has been such a dream, I can't believe it. So, thank you everyone for allowing me to be in a place where I can do all this. I'm really grateful, and I hope you know that. I will see you in my next one. I'm gonna go get ready to film, and goodbye.